Full Manga Alchemist here. It's a new morning, a morning of hope, and it's also a new first impression video. This week, I'm going to be doing a first impressions on a fantastic series, a crazy series, a confusing series, and that is Gantz. So without further ado, let's get into it. So, we're just going to jump right into it. Gantz is a crazy, confusing story. I only have the first omnibus, which is about the first 3 volumes, and I'm going to jump in and give my first impressions on what seemed to be like a fever dream. It follows the main 2 characters, Kai and Kato. They're both freshmen in high school, one going to the dead end high school, which is like the high school that like you get kicked out of normal high school and you go to that one, and then Kai is just your normal high school student. Right off the top, they're standing in a train station and they see a man fall into the train tracks and they go to save him. And mistakenly, the train comes. They thought it was the train to stop at that station, but it wasn't. It was the express. They get hit, they die. They get transported to this apartment building, this apartment room with a bunch of other people being there, and this big giant black orb sitting in the middle of the room. And they, at that point, have a lot of questions, obviously, and they have to basically go and kill aliens, and they get points and so on. I honestly don't know. Out of the first 3 volumes, I've basically met the characters. I know the general premise. You die, you get taken out of the grasp of death, you get put in this room, you play this game by killing aliens. If you die there, you're dead for good. If not, you rank points and you do it every night. And it's, man, can I just say how just fucking confused I am at some parts? We'll just start off with what I think of the main 2 characters, I suppose. Kai is a dick. I've heard that he gets much, much better. His character development is second to none. But right now, grade A, piece of shit. Like, he's a bad dude. He's not a good person. And Kato is a fantastic person, very chivalrous. He wants to protect people, he wants to save people, he wants to do the right thing, even if the right thing cost him his life. And he is a super good character, and I also think that been told that his character development goes places crazy too, and I am so excited, because when I say that I got this and I cracked it open, that I did not put it down until I read the whole thing, which is very unlike me, especially when it comes to omnibuses. Super unlike me. It had me grasped and locked into that story because I had 1, 1,800 questions, 2, the art is really good. I don't like the character models as much. The aliens are super awesome and cool looking, but like Kai's face is like kind of square and it kind of messes me up a little bit. But the landscapes are awesome. The blood and gore is fantastic. I really only have 1 gripe, and it's not really a gripe. People have told me that it only gets much worse. Even on the volume covers that are in this, I've heard that this is just his writing style. Dude, I can't remember her name because it's like I said, I just read through it once. They over-sexualize the main chick hard in this. There isn't, I swear to God, there's at least 3 times every volume you see everything. You see it all, like, on her. But like, it's freaking wild, like how much, and on each cover, it's her like being all busty. It's freaking insane. Like, but like, it took me a good 2 volumes to be like, okay, this is just how this is gonna be, and I basically just got used to it. But as far as the writing goes, have no qualms. I think it's fantastic so far. I think it's insane. I don't know what's gonna happen next. They fought onion people in the first volume, and that was both horrific and sad at the same time, if that can be a thing. And now they're gonna fight a robot. Like I don't know the end game. I don't know the premise. I know the junior high school kid that is in there is batshit crazy, and he needs to go immediately because he is freaking insane and he's gonna cause some problems. But all in all, I really, really, really enjoyed Gantz. I cannot say that I recommend it for everyone based on a few factors. So, one, lots of nudity, like I said earlier. If you do not like nudity and you're made uncomfortable by nudity, not gonna be in there. Also, I heard that goes extra and it honestly leans into some like sexual assault in like a few panels. That, if you can't handle that, it's not for you, I'm sorry. Excessive blood and gore, I don't think many people are gonna do that, but if you don't like it, you're definitely not gonna like this. Those are my main two gripes, not gripes, that's just my main two warnings. If you are not familiar with Gantz, if you've not heard the lore of Gantz, you need to be aware that there is excessive nudity and sexual assault in some scenes, and then there is massive amounts of gore, and just that mixed in with each other, and it is a pretty intense manga. Some would say edgy in some parts. I don't think it's necessarily edgy. I personally really enjoy when a story is ultra dark. I think some of the best storytelling is told when your story is dark and gritty and not fairy tales and sunshine and butterflies all around. I mean, look at Berserk. Berserk is dark and it's one of the best stories. I'm gonna say stories. I'm not gonna say manga. I'm not gonna say novels. I'm gonna say some of the best stories I think will probably ever be written because of how the characters are laid out. So I have already ordered more Gantz. I cannot freaking wait for Gantz to come in because I am addicted to this insane, off the wall, crazy series. And if you are okay with all that and you have not started picking up Gantz, what are you doing? Do it now. Well, after this video, do it for two reasons. One, Gantz is freaking fantastic, and two, Dark Horse puts it out, and they will, there's no telling. They could be, you know, I think the next volume comes out next year, and there's 6 out so far. Yeah, pick them up. So, I recommend it if you're okay with that very explicit content. I don't recommend it if you're not, but it's so good, guys. Like, I can't believe I slept on it this long, being into the dark shit I am. I cannot believe that I let it slip. But that's about all I have for this video. And I mean, that's the way the cookie crumbles. But I really appreciate everybody stopping by. If you like content like this, manga reviews, manga hauls, all that, be sure to hit like and subscribe. Comment down below and tell me what you think of Gantz, or ask me questions about the first 3 volumes. I can go into more depth. And if you want updates on my upload schedule, you can follow me on Twitter at Manga Alchemist. And I really appreciate everybody stopping by. Most importantly, keep reading manga, you guys, and be good to each other. See ya.